I have some friends outside today that I'm so blessed to have visit me. And we're starting day 3. This is all I got right now, guys. Uh, Forgive me if I'm sharing too much with you. I'm my channel is about fasting and being able to clear my head and know better than to go backwards. It's really helping me out right now. I wanted to smoke some pot last night and I did it, and I'm proud of myself. And I know that sounds strange, but
sorry, I just really needed a cigarette.
Don't worry. I feel the weight of every time I say that word, fasting. I can feel the weight of what that means, what that doesn't mean to a lot of people. But I know that you're just not gonna think to not eat. You're just not gonna do that. So I realize that it sounds crazy, but you got people that are literally banking on you not being prepared. We need to put a stop to that. We need to take the power back. We need to get some balls. And we need to speak up and vote with our dollar. What's left of the dollar. So I want to tell anybody who needs to hear this that you deserve love and you deserve to be loved. You may not know that. You may not know any better. It's a lot of people out here that don't know any better. And they are going along the script of what other people are banking on. And we've gotten to such a level of people not knowing any better. People driving around distracted when they could kill somebody. But it's not a big deal because it's normal to be distracted and looking at my phone while I'm driving. Well, I haven't driven a vehicle in 3 years. I'm one of the best drivers you'll ever meet. But I got tired of adjusting for everybody else. And there's a lot of people that let it roll off their back. And that's perfectly fine. I mean, all this stuff doesn't mean anything in the grand scheme of things compared to your loved ones' health and well-being and your relationship with them. Why are we here? We're not here to be Cowboys fans. We're here to love each other. And when the Cowboys game comes, if we can make it, we go to that. We don't prioritize sports ball over our life. We don't follow the bouncing ball to the grave. That's not what we're doing here. And if you don't want to hear that, that's fine. But this is about eye lead time. When you're driving, you look well ahead. And you might not know this, but you can see something called a stale green light. That's a light that's been green before you got there. So when you see that off in a distance, you know it's a probability you're going to have to slow down. And the best thing to do is simply take your foot off the gas. Not hit the brake. Not know that you're going to hit the brake later and then hit the brake later and completely slow down your momentum. Now you're picking up your momentum again and you're just wearing yourself out. You're wearing your car out. You're hitting U-turns without any respect to your ball joints. That's not a metaphor, but I say some crazy metaphors. You're literally killing your car, having somebody else work on it when you could have taken better care of it. I want to motivate you to take better care of yourself and your relationships and not take it so personally. Not let the anger override things and blind you to what's really important. Now back to people not knowing any better. There's a lot of people that don't know any better, and then there's a lot of other people that don't know any better. And when they mix, all hell breaks loose. And we got a lot of toxicity in this country. And I would like to recommend a book right now called I'm Right, You're Wrong, Now What? Or it's You're Right, I'm Wrong. I think I said it right the first time. It's by Xavier Amador. And it goes into depth about we all need the same things from each other. We need safety. We need sustenance. We need love. You need love. You need people to adjust to you. You might not be grateful or appreciate what people are doing for you. You might be overlooking all of those people. And then when they get mad at you, you might be prepared to go to hell and back because they triggered you with their anger. They don't want to be angry. I don't want to be angry. But you don't want to be walked over by people that don't know any better. So next time you see somebody flip out on you, just know that they don't want to be like that. Try to help them. Try to give them a break and know that they're at their wits' end. You can save them. You can help them. I used to do this thing. I used to be a different, more charming person, like in helping people. One of my favorite things I used to do was I grabbed people that were getting into it at a party or at a fight or at a bar or something, and then grab one of them and walk them away. And just say, hey man, no. And I'm gonna demonstrate with my kitty here what my technique would be. Come here, wake up, get up, you fatty. You get him. Let me see. Let's see if we can't inconvenience him a little bit. Get your person that's real upset. You get him right in front of you and you say, hey man, just chill. It's okay. Grab each arm like this. Go like this. Try to manually reset their nervous system. Now give them one of these. Give them one of those and say, brother, it's okay. You don't got to kiss them unless they're an animal you found under an overpass. Okay, but people, you got to realize that they just don't know any better. And it's so easy to see that now that, my world is focus on what's important. If you have a symptom of something, don't just go to the doctor. There's plenty of people online that are trying to help people, and some of them it's like they're making the bulk of their money selling supplements and stuff, but they're still giving very good information. So don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, and take what information you can. Know that you don't know, and that will give you the ability to learn. But nobody in this country is skipping a meal for 3 days. I know that. Some people are. I don't know how I got to be where I would want to fast 50 days. I know I was in a very dark place. And I prayed every day while I was fasting to forgive myself. And to forgive other people. I think in the Bible it says they know not what they do. And don't get ahead of me here, but this is very true. You can be set on actions and behaviors that don't serve you any good in the long run. This is not a joke. I want to thank everybody who's helping me wrap my head around this, and people that knew my mom showing up and hugging me and telling me that I'm being strong when I don't feel strong at all. I feel scared. I know I have what it takes to do just about anything I need to get done or want to do in life. But let's not dwell in depression. Give yourself credit for everything you've been through. And if you're a hard worker that got disenfranchised, that's okay, man. You weren't meant to be there. Even if it was everything right for certain survival aspects, there's bigger and better things for you. Give yourself credit for what you've been through. Nobody can ever take the hard work and the help that you've done for people, even if it's been overlooked and it never registered on their radar. Give yourself credit and don't panic. Don't start panicking. Hold it together. If you're going through some very tough things, you need to do something drastic in a productive manner. Not something drastic and things are going to get worse. Sometimes stepping away and resetting your nervous system is the only option available. And it's there for you. And I'm not talking about God, or I don't want to get lost in the weeds about Jesus' blood washing us clean or anything like that. I want to tell you that let's deal with what we know for a fact. This is not serving me. This is hurting me. This is messing up my relationship. This relationship doesn't serve me. Look out for yourself. Protect yourself. And then you can protect other people. It's very hard to make all those things, those adjustments to others. You know, people are lollygagging in the store for an hour, getting in people's way, and then they lose their patience at the self-checkout, or maybe they just lollygag through that too. I don't know, but a lot of people in the driving go back to driving. You know, you're just letting people make it. You know, let them make it. I really wish that we could work on training people to actually drive, or maybe put an app out there that people have to play a game of driving and be considerate to other people to even hold a driver's license. I don't think it's right that cops give them slaps on the wrist and bully them out of money when they didn't know any better. They didn't care about other people. They didn't prove to the state that they care about other people before they got behind the wheel, and you let them do that by giving them a license. We need to prove to each other that we care about each other again. And that is a lost thing in this country that I can't even hardly say with a straight face. Buddy, I love you. I love you, buddy. Aim high in steering. Get the big picture. Leave yourself an out. Keep your eyes moving. Make sure they see you. My cousin's calling me right now. So I'm going to end this and I'm going to call her right back. Well, good conversation with my cousin, broken up by a visit from my friend's mom, from somebody that we went different ways, but they know that this is a tragedy for me and they have stopped by. Oh man, when a relationship is taxed and almost non-existent, but then somebody comes out and swallows their pride and tells you, puts up. It touches my heart. Right, buddy? Exactly. Oh. Thank you, Karen, for stopping by. I think I need to wrap this video up. We're day 3 into a fast here. For information purposes, I weighed myself at 218. For people genuinely interested in fasting and a way out, a way to break the pattern. Okay, so we lost about 5 pounds of body water weight, I imagine, and we're just gonna stay hydrated. Hydration is not just water, guys. Very important to take in consideration your electrolytes, and that's what I've been doing. If I get a little too much of them in there, just pee them out. All right, better to have a little too much than not enough. So I didn't just record that, but that's what I did here. In a previous video, I said I use a B vitamin on a long-term fast, and I haven't used one yet, and I might not. I'm just gonna stick with this right now. But I'm really blessed to have people, and it's really my mom. My mom has blessed me with her relationships with people, and raising me to know what unconditional love is. And one time I took mushrooms, and my mom was sitting in here on the couch, and I remember I had all these epiphanies about the ways of the world, and I came in to talk to her, and I was just like, Mom, don't you understand that you taught me unconditional love? Don't you understand that nothing is more important than that? And blah, blah, blah. And I know it was like, she was like, what the hell? I remember I tried to tell her how much it means to me and what our responsibility is. And she was probably just like, what has gotten into this boy? That's probably 25 years old. These difficult things are unavoidable, man. So don't feel targeted, and don't feel the weight of paranoia. Just know that there's a lot going on, and some people tell you, oh, it's just this, you need to go see this, and it's never quite that simple. I'm not being very clear with my last words, but this is where I'm at, and this is what I'm doing. And here we are together. Thank you for being a part of my life. I hope I can strike some sort of nerve with somebody and help at least one person, and that's all that matters to me. And this is helping me help myself. I'm gonna call my cousin back now. Thank you so much. Just be grateful. You don't have to say it could be worse to be grateful. You just say, I'm thankful for here and now. And if you really need to take your mind off of it, don't forget, consciously breathe. It's not always going to be this easy to breathe. Enjoy this. Okay? And hang in there, whatever you're going through. I had a point earlier that might have been a moot point, but I don't think it was. Talking about people expect everybody to adjust to them. I don't think it can be stressed that if you don't know how to consider other people, it is only a matter of time before you are in a detrimental position against undeserving people. People don't deserve to be used. That's not what this is, man. Seems like a Six Flags season pass for assholes. And they provoke you, and then the next thing you know, they're calling the cops. People in this country were murdered, and not like as simple as we took it from the natives. That was the status quo. That was the modus operandi back in the day. There was no second chances a lot of the times. Even though we have all this ugliness around us, we have amazing potential for second chances. Now, should we give Anthony Fauci a second chance? Should we give Joe Biden a second chance? No. No. Where are the productive folks in politics? It's a game. They're playing on us. Let's not talk about how to understand toxicity. Let's talk about how to understand positive, constructive criticism. When you get back, when you're able to fast or find some way to burn into ketosis, you find some way to get into ketosis and burn fat, visceral fat around your body. It's like you've been riding this wave from all the actions of the ocean and everything else going on around you. You've been riding this wave and you feel like you have to be stuck on that wave. But what I'm saying is, let's get you off the board and let's bring you back to the beach. And let's ground you. Let's get some footing underneath you. Because I know you deserve better. Let's support you and help you. A better you is a better me. A better you is somebody that can help me later when I need it. Okay? Alright. Well, I'm going to stop now and call my cousin Amy back. And I want to tell you all much love. And I hope you're doing okay. Alright. Goodbye.